Hi friends, my name is Megan and welcome to my 21st Flosstube episode. This is a channel that is mostly about cross stitch if you are new here, but I do however like to share some of the other crafty things that I get into. Today will not be an exception to that. I have a quilt to show, I have some crochet, I did a diamond painting, who knows what's going on over here. I do like to do that at the beginning of the episode. It works the best for the way that I set up, so if you're not into it, you can just fast forward a couple minutes and then we'll get right into the stitching. If you are returning here, thank you so much for coming back to spend some time with me today. I appreciate it more than you know. And today is kind of a special day. It is March the 14th, 2021, and 2 years ago on March the 16th, is when I posted my first Flosstube episode. I've gotten probably not a teeny bit less awkward since then. So 2 years ago, I didn't acknowledge it last year. I think that we were all kind of in the same boat around March 16th of 2020. I know it was that day, I believe, that our governor had closed all the restaurants and kind of non-essential businesses, and I went home from work that day and then did not leave the house for the next 6 weeks. I would still like to not leave the house, but that's, you know, that is what it is. But 2 years I've been here spending time with you, and I would like to do something special for that, to commemorate that, because I can't believe I do these at all. So I was going to ask what all of you thought. I would like to do a giveaway, and do you prefer as a giveaway something physical like charts or flosses or fabric or something like that I would choose, or do you prefer like a gift certificate to an online shop or LNS or whatever? So let me know what you think and we will get something set up for the next video. All right, a little bit of life update. Quentin is doing well. Since the last time I saw you, I believe, I can't remember the date that I posted the last video, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But definitely last month, my little baby turned 16, which is insane to me. I cannot believe I have a 16-year-old. I can't believe in 2 years that kid will be considered an adult. That is so crazy. I guess, you know, when you're 16, you're like, oh man, I'm so mature, but coming from the other side now, it's like, no. So yep, he's 16. He will be starting back to school 1 day a week, starting next week. He'll be going on Wednesdays, and then they're hoping about a month after that to have them back into school 4 days a week. I'm a nervous wreck about all of it. But we're just gonna see what happens. I don't know. Hopefully everything will be great. Aaron's doing well. Him and the puppy are at work right now. On Sundays he works with the people that we got the puppy from, and oh, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. One of the cats is like running crazy. I'm having a freak out over there. Anyways, the people that we got the puppy from is where he goes on Sundays to work, and so the puppy gets to go and spend time with her mother and her father and her brothers, and she comes home totally worn out and super happy and has a blast over there. So that's really fun for her. The puppy, I don't remember if I even said her name last time. Her name is Cora. She's been doing great. She takes a lot of time. It's been a long time since I've had a dog, and I don't think I realized how much time a puppy takes up. But we've been doing a lot of training, a lot of leash training, going on walks. She's been a great addition to our family. I've been playing around on iMovie, so if I can figure out how to do so, I'm going to put in a picture somewhere of her here, so that I can introduce her. That cat. She's totally freaking out. So, Quentin, dog, cats are cool. Me, I'm doing it. I'm still, you know, doing a thing. basically all I do is I work and I craft, and my crafting is going great. My work is not great right now. I wish that I had somewhere where I could just like rant about work, but this is definitely not that platform. So I guess that's about all of what's been going on. It's been beautiful here in Maryland. Spring is trying to show up. You know, there might be a little bit of traffic noise. I do have a window open right over here to get some fresh air in. That's been really nice. It was in the 60s, almost 70 this past week. I think it's supposed to cool off again this coming week and then be nice again after that. So lots of yard work and spring allergies in our future. All right, let's get started with all the stuff I have here. I have, like I said, I have a diamond painting, I have some crochet, I have a quilt, I have some finishes, I have some whips, which are works in progress, no fully finished items, and I do have a little bit of haul. This might be the smallest amount of haul I've ever had here. We will see. All right, so I will start off with the diamond painting. I don't know why I did this. It was, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was incredibly mindless, and I've definitely had a lot of nights where I have needed that. If you see me looking over, I've got a very fancy envelope where I wrote my notes down. So the diamond painting that I did, it came as a kit from Amazon. It is inspired by, I guess, Gustav Klimt painting. You know how much I love Klimt. It's the portrait of Adele Bloch Bauer, and here it is. So it's pretty big, but it was a lot of fun, a lot faster than stitching a cross stitch of a Klimt. I did not know that you were supposed to like cover up all the sticky bit. It didn't even occur to me to do that. So there's lots of cat hair and like hoodie fuzz on this thing. But yeah, I liked it. I bought another one, another Klimt inspired one, and I also got a paint by number that I think I'm gonna try. I haven't done one of those since I was a kid, and I think that might be fun too. So there's my first foray into diamond painting. Okay, the next thing I'm going to share is some of the crochet projects that I worked on. I did have a finish. I guess this would be a start to finish since the last time we talked. I don't think that I had started this yet. It is called the Catalina wrap. It's a free pattern by Two of Wands, and it is, I did the called for yarn, which is Lion Brand Basic Stitch in the color taupe heather. It's like that, pretty taupe color. This is a little bit of haul right here. I've been keeping my crochet projects in this So Much to Love bag. I got it on Stash Unload. It's awesome. There are bats. I love it. And I am gonna have to stand up for this because this is a pretty big shawl. I apologize if the sound of the chair is loud, but I have to scoot it out. And here it is. As you can see, it's pretty big, but I love it. This was actually, I thought this was going to take me a very long time. It did not take a very long time. I think it looks more complicated than it was. It's beautiful. It was super fun to work on. I couldn't put it down. I wasn't sure how I would feel about tassels. I did wear it, I guess probably the day after I finished it. We had a snow day, and I decided to wear it, which is unusual for me because I don't normally wear the things that I make. And yes, the tassels are definitely a yes. So there it is. That is the Catalina wrap. I have started another crochet project. I placed an order with Neighborhood Fiber Co. They are a dyer out of Baltimore. I got a couple different ones. I got this beautiful fingering weight in shadow, which is really, really pretty. That's their info right there. This reminds me of like murky. And then I told myself I always buy the same colors of yarn. I should try to get something that is different. and I might have gone too far too far outside of my comfort zone, but I'm sure I can make something beautiful out of these. This is chamois. There's your blues, and grays, and pinks. And this one, which I have started a project on, and I wouldn't have brought this out, but I have another bit of haul on here too. This colorway is Sandy Point. And in the skein it looked more grays and purples than pinks, but it is pretty pink. And I am working on, this pattern is called Copper Beach. It's by Annie Design Crochet. I did one of her other single skein fingering weight shawls, and I really enjoyed it. And so here's where I am, but the reason I brought this out is I got this great, hopefully you can see that, stitch marker from Allison Rosen. Is a crafty girl. It's Charm School. The other side says, love you, but I liked the go away. So I don't know that this is really, these pinks are really my colors. But we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. All right, one more thing to share before I get into the stitching, and that is I finished a quilt. I've been working on this quilt for quite, well, I can't say actively working on this quilt for quite a long time. Maybe 2 years ago, I got the kit and I made the top and I got the binding set up and I bought the backing fabric, and then I just stopped. I didn't do anything with it at all. So I finally just got the batting that I needed and just did it. It only took like a weekend to do. You know, these things take the time that they take. The quilt was a kit by Connecting Threads. I think I got it off of Amazon. The pattern was called Hoodoo Voodoo and the fabric was called Clementine's Bonnet. Once again, I'm gonna have to stand up for you. I'm not gonna be able to show you the whole thing. And it is all wrinkly because as soon as I finished it, I stuck it on my bed and I've used it every night. And it is covered in cat hair. So there it is. It's not huge. I just picked like a neutral backing fabric. The back is really covered in cat hair. The cats love this thing, but I love it. It was fun to do. I have another quilt kit, but I'm just not quite ready to get started on that yet. So there we go. All right, now on to the stitching. So after I spoke with you the last time, that was right when we were getting a bunch of snow. And if I remember correctly, I just finished working on the Desiderata, and I got frustrated with the bottom of the piece, and so I decided to have a new start. And I started Dust of Snow by Plum Street Samplers. And this is what it looks like. It reads, "The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued." And that's from a Robert Frost poem. So I started this and I have finished it as well. I stitched it on 36 count, pardon me, from Fortnite Fabrics. It's their card. This was one of the fabric of the months. Oops. And I picked a bunch of colors from my stash for this, that, the DMC. I had one and a partial skein of black coffee, and as you can see, that is gone. And here is my piece. So I'm super happy with how this turned out. I really like this little girl. She definitely has a Maryland flag vibe to her. The birds. These trees are done in like straight stitches, and there is a diagram of how to do them, but the pattern does suggest just doing kind of whatever you want. And I think I did the first one as close as I could to the pattern, and then I was like, I'm gonna drive myself crazy. It's gonna take me 1,000 years to do that. So I had auditioned several different whites for the snowflakes on here, and none of them really showed up very well, but that's okay. I know they're there. So that is my finish on that. I had another new start so the diamond painting I was doing kind of like when it was time to like put away the rest of my stitching and go upstairs and just kind of chill out before bed. I was doing the diamond painting then, so when that was done, I wasn't really ready to start another one. So I instead decided to start this Mill Hill Buttons and Beads in Frosty Morning, because these are pretty easy. Not a lot of thinking. I'm pretty sure after I did my last Mill Hill, which was my first Mill Hill, I said I would never do another one of these on the canvas, but so this is where I got to. Just a lot of fill-in. Pretty mindless. Now that spring is pretty much here, I don't know when I'm going to pull this back out. I also started it on the wrong side. The back, you can see, is the brown, and I didn't even think about that, and I started it on the white instead of the brown. But who cares? It's fine. Next up, I have another finish. This is Blackbird Designs Moon Garden, Loose Feathers number 8. This was my waiting on a COVID test stress star. I did this in the called for colors. And this is what's left of them. It does say, which one? You need 2 of the willows. So I did use a full one and some of another. And I got pretty close on the buttermilk too. I stitched this on 32 count charcoal Lugana. And here is my finish. I changed a couple of the colors around. Mine, Quentin, and Aaron's initials were, I did them in the darker pink. I did the cat's initials in the lighter pink. I did the dog's initial in green. There we go. And then date and my initials. I love this. I feel like this is one of the prettiest things I've ever stitched. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And so I had this on my 11 by 17 Q snap, and the whole other side was blank, and I was like, you know what? I think I can fit something else on the other side of this, so I decided to have a new start on the other half of the top of this fabric. My new start was Sitting Pretty by Sheepish Designs, the 112th exemplary, and they give instructions to do it on light fabric or dark fabric. So I'm clearly doing it on the dark fabric. Again, colors from my stash. Not a ton of them. And got some hanging threads here. Here is where I am. So I'm super happy with how this is turning out so far. Using the ball tip needle is like key for working on this fabric. Over here is going to be a big flower that's full of satin stitch, and then the basket that the flower is in also has a lot of satin stitch, so that should be fun. It's going pretty quickly. All right. For February's dark 13 stitching, I pulled out The House That Jack Built by Notforgotten Farm, which looks like this. I love this. So cute. I am stitching it on a piece of 20 count raw Aida in colors of my choosing. They're kind of a mess. And here is where I got to. Hope you can see that okay. I added a bunch of different stuff. I finished the chair, I finished the pot, I started the mushroom, I started the rug, I started the snail. So that is super cute. That was fun to work on. I enjoy pulling these out on the 13th. My problem is that working on something for one day isn't the way that I typically like to work, but then it also doesn't necessarily fall in, you know, maybe I'm really into something at that moment. But I am glad that I'm getting stitches into all of these. So after I finished Dust of Snow, this project was calling to me greatly, and so I decided to pull that out, and this is Forever Young by Heartstring Samplery. Started this sometime as a Sal with Michelle, who is Cross My XS Heart, like XS Heart on Instagram. And I was to the Y in Young, and I had part of this border done, so I had this to do. And I decided to work on it until it was finished. I stitched this on 40 count patina. I think this is by Lakeside, using all of the called for colors, which are all beautiful. There are a lot of color changes in this pattern, but not in like an annoying way, if that makes sense. It was very, very, very fun to stitch. And here is my finish. I cannot photograph this fabric. It is a darker green than what is showing up. I'll get in a little bit for you. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. I did, instead of putting my initials in the date, I changed it to say for QDJ. That's Quentin's initials, because I stitched this for him. And that basket took quite a while. Something is wrong over here. This little bit didn't fit, but I was not about to take it out. I was ready to be done, and now I am. There we go. It's one of my order whips, and I absolutely love it. The next thing that I started was the 2020 pandemic sampler. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this on Instagram. It was designed by Christy Stephenson, who is Sarcygirl on Instagram. She very generously created this pattern and shared it with all of us. It is gorgeous. It's so pretty. All I have is the kind of junky black and white printed version. But this was very generous and very kind, and you should go check her out. So on March the 1st, Emily C started a Sal. It's been one hell of a year, Sal, which, good gracious, yes. I started mine, I think it was the 8th, was the first reported case in Maryland. So that's when I made a small start on this. And then I put it to the side so I could finish Forever Young. And then just in the last day or two, I have pulled it back out. I am stitching this on 36 count My Little Dove by Extrude Design. I'm stitching with all the called for DMC. I pulled out like all of my overdyed, and I was going to do a whole conversion, and it was just, I didn't have the brain power to do so. And the DMC are really, really pretty. So here's where I've gotten to. Let me fold this up a little bit. So I'm pretty much done with the border on the first page. I just have a couple little green leaves to add in, and then I'll be able to get into some of the beautiful motifs. So this is super fun. This will be going back on the Q-Snap once I am done here with you guys today. Two more projects. Yesterday, the 13th, I pulled out my March Dark 13 stitching, and for that project, I pulled out Raven Bewitched by Blackbird Designs. I'm stitching this on 36 count Bramble by Picture This Plus, using all of the called for colors. And I did not get very much done on this last night. So the pattern, the page line is like right here with the eye, and my idea was that I was going to add in the B, the E, the W, I, and then try to work down the page line to make it easier on myself for next time, but that did not happen. I got in exactly the B, the E, and then I finished the W this morning because I had not even finished that. I was just, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it last night. I had done the E and then realized I miscounted, and then had started the W and had to rip all that back, and then I realized this other E over here is not quite right either, and I was going to start on one of the ravens, this one right here, but the colors that it called for, the dye lots have changed so much that they are practically the same color. I just got frustrated, and I just didn't want to, so I didn't. I'll have to game plan this one a little bit before it comes back out. And the last project that I have started here is another new start. This is for the Stitch Asia Sal that Abby Bella Stitch is hosting on Instagram. This is a very small start because I started it last night after getting frustrated with that. And this is a Japanese hiragana sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. Yeah. And as you can see, this is a very small start. I do not have a printout picture of this pattern. I got it as a PDF and I have not printed it out. This is 32 count Mushroom Lugana. I'm stitching it with DMC 115 variegated red, this sulky 712, I guess, kind of a gray black, and I'm also going to add in some of this gentle art. This is going to be a gift for a friend. I have an idea, something I've never made before as a way to finish this, but I have a friend that is currently learning Japanese, and I would like to turn this into something for them. I think this is going to be a very fun stitch. I might work on that later today too. All right, so that's everything that I have been working on over the past month or so, and now we're going to get into, sorry, a little bit of haul. All right, first things first are my monthly subscriptions. This is the January 2021 Silk of the Month from Silks For You. Gorgeous, beautiful colors. Really like these golds. I need to think of something to do with these like highly variegated silks that they send. I'm not sure. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. I might be losing the light a little bit. Next up is my fabric from Fortnite Fabrics. This is also a 36 count linen in the colorway Hunk. I did get an email from them that they're having trouble getting in 36 count fabric right now, so I might be switching to a 40 for a while. Here it is. It's more of a like purpley gray, I think, than what is showing up here. So that's very nice. And my Color and Cotton fabric of the month also came. And this is for January. This is a 32 count Belfast in the colorway Marzipan. Just very nice. Her fabrics never disappoint. So earlier I showed that I had placed an order with Allison Rosen is a Crafty Girl. It's Charm School, and I'd actually placed 2 orders with her since I saw you last. If you have never ordered from her, getting a package from her is like It's like a little box of joy. Everything is packaged like so cute, like individually little handmade envelopes, so sweet. There's always a like all kinds of fun stickers and stuff that she includes. It's just so much joy in one little box. It's so nice. She's so nice. So I originally placed the order because she had shown that she made some of these little tail catchers. I don't know if I can get that to focus. It's a kitty cat. This is so cute. And this is for on the back of your needlework, if you have like a short tail or however you like to stitch, but you can see there. You put it down your stitching and you can catch your tail and pull it up through the back of other stitches. And I've already used it quite a few times. I also got one of her little wort catcher needle minders. Look how cute that is. That's brilliant. I love that. I got a needle minder that says spooky all year. And she does these cute little flowers on the back. And I also got one of her beading needle minders. The little sticky bit comes in separate. So I got one of these too because I've been thinking about my Mira. So best to be prepared. So super great shipping, great customer service, all around a joy to work with. Like many people, I believe, everybody was very excited to see that Yamir, which is Almond M&M's, had opened up a shop where she is dyeing silk. And I had to run over and place an order because that's super exciting. And I got quite a few. These are so tiny and cute, but I'm going to show you each one. This is gingerbread. This is something. I can't read it. It looks like Guildfold, but I can't say for sure. She writes, look how tiny. I know it's not in focus, but look how tiny the writing is. Whatever, it's gorgeous. And this is Tantalizing Teal. Frosty Shake. Wine. Berry Blue. And I did get one variegated in Bumblebee. So these are adorable and I cannot wait to stitch with them. She also includes a very cute, sweet little card. Right. The next thing I got is a project bag. This is from Cabin Creek Creations, Trish, who is Threads Entwined. So she had posted on her Instagram like kind of a sneak peek of some bags, and I saw one with a fabric, and I have a project that goes perfectly with that, and I messaged her and I said, how do I, do you just post them? Is it first come, first serve? She was like, no, girl, you can just buy. Which was super nice. She was great to work with. The bag is beautiful. I'm going to show you in 1 second. She sent along a color and cotton eucalyptus as a little thank you gift. And this is the bag. It's got a pretty little zipper pull. Really pretty fabric on the inside. It's nice and squishy. I like a nice squishy bag. And the reason that I knew I needed this was because of this little girl right here. And that is because I recently got a chart that was a unicorn for me for a long time, and that is The Bird Keeper by The Good Housewife. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. I pulled all the DMC. I'm probably going to change a couple of the colors, but I definitely needed this bag to go with this lady. And speaking of unicorns, another one that I had wanted for quite some time, and I know you can get them as PDFs now, but I haven't done that. This came up for a good price on eBay. I think it was eBay. And this is Prayer Moons, To Follow You, I Am Not Content. So, very excited about that as well. Excuse me. Many of you may have seen on Instagram, Barbara Anna released a new chart, I guess in the last week or so. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. And I'm sure this will be no surprise to you. I'm sorry, this is just another black and white printout. The chart is very colorful and very beautiful. And that is Dreaming of Quilt, inspired by his artwork. Obviously, I had to have it. And I have a very special floss that I am planning on using in this project. Some time ago, I got a package from Mev Stitches in Paris, who I hope is doing very well. And in it was this little tin of the kiss. She said she saw it and thought of me. And inside of there was a very special floss. This is Au Soir in the colorway Klimt by the Painter's Threads collection. It's made in Germany. Sorry for the crinkling there, but it is this gorgeous silk, and I have been saving it for something very special, you know, hoarding my treasure. And I think that I am going to use some of this in this Barbara Anna project here. So I think I picked out a fabric. I'm missing a couple of the DMCs, so I'm gonna order those in, and I can't wait to get started on that. I placed an order with Staci Nash. She had posted also on Instagram. I don't post on Instagram very much, but I do go on Instagram quite a bit. That she had some of these black waxers for sale on there, on her shop. And I got one. I believe these made by her daughter. It says that they are made by Taylor Nash. I think that is her daughter. Oh, I hope I'm right. But that is so pretty. That's so pretty. I will never use this. I will just hang this and look at it and appreciate how pretty it is. I picked up a couple of PDFs while I was over there as well. I got the Guided by Virtue sewing purse. Again, just black and white. And the Two Crows scalloped pin keep. Another black and white. But the reason I picked this is that I'm working on that Notforgotten farm piece. Keep Death and Judgment always in your eye. That's the verses on it. I can't think of what it's called. Maybe Death and Judgment. And that is finished like this as well. But there wasn't like a template or anything included. But this does come with a template to get that shape. So I'm hoping to be able to use that for both of those projects, or at least use this as like a starting guide for the other project. I placed an order with 3 owl threads, and of course another Staci Nash. This is the Louise Koning, I don't think I'm saying that right, Redwork sewing pocket and fob. Cute. I like the finish on that. I think that's really cool. This is Mary Ann Holmes by Hands to Work. I like that very much. This is the I Collect pin cushion by Brenda Gervais. It looks like cute and easy and fast. I got Dracula's Confession by Lindy Stitches. I love this. I loved seeing everybody working on it. I don't know which one I would do. Maybe that one. I'm tight on wall space. Like that. And I also got My Heart Can Rest by Blackbird. Beautiful. Just a couple more things here. These either came from Stash and Load or eBay, I'm not sure. I got Jane Withers 1640 by Plum Street. It reads, interred am I in resting place. Weep not from me, I've run my race. For I have breathed my last breath here. When you breathe yours, we shall be near. I got The Crow's Lullaby by the Primitive Hare. I like that very much. From Barrack Samplers, the 1797 Ship Sampler. And lastly, another Barrack Samplers. Man, I full-on folded this one directly in half. This is Valentine Garden. Cute. So that is it. Thank you so much if you've stayed with me this long. I do appreciate it, as I said. I hope everybody's doing okay, getting through. I know, you know, a lot of people are starting to be able to get the vaccine, and that's great. I've enrolled at my local health department, so I'm just waiting on an appointment there. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm get all weird at the end of these things, so I'm going to not get weird and rambly. I'm going to say goodbye and just say thank you and tell you that I love you, and let me know what you think about the 2-year giveaway, and that's it. Have a great day. Bye, guys.